Sheldon, a bit of a barn burner today. What do you say to the guys after a game like today, especially after such a successful weekend?
Yeah, I don't say anything to them after a game like this, but we'll certainly talk tomorrow. And it's a major step backwards again for our team. I thought defensively we just played with no purpose at all throughout the game. We were high flying and freewheeling offensively, so we found a way to score a bunch, which is good. But we should win 100% of the games that we score 4 goals, let alone 6. So we got to be a whole lot better. We go through last weekend and don't give up a goal through 120 minutes of hockey, 120 plus. But today played with no structure at all. So, it's just showing that we're not where we need to be as a team. So, we got another opportunity to reflect in practice tomorrow. I think you get embarrassed today. You got that top line that just of theirs that did whatever they wanted out there tonight. So I think that's pretty embarrassing for our team, and it's been that way most of the season. So I shouldn't have to say, or at least I don't think I'll have to say too much. Our guys will come to the rink ready to work tomorrow.
How do you feel about Carcone's play in his return tonight?
I thought he was good. I thought he created offense. He skated. He worked hard. Scored a good goal. He gets to the inside probably as much as anyone that we have. Gets to the inside, gets to the net, attacks the crease. So that was a welcome addition to the group for sure.
We've talked about the kind of chemistry between Bracco and Mueller a million times this season, but what has Mueller really brought to, like, his veteran presence? What has he brought to Bracco in the last couple games? Well,
I don't know if I would just single out the couple games, but all year he's been a good influence on him. There's a good counterbalance between the energy of Bracco, and Mules is a little more subdued and but has a lot of experience and wisdom, and then they're a good pair together, in terms of how they exchange the puck and where they go on the ice for each other. So I think they really enjoy that part of it, and our power play has gotten a lot of life since we paired those guys together a couple months ago, and that's a pair that's really worked for us.
Do you see Liljegren and Sandin this weekend?
I think we'll see Sandin. I don't think we'll see Liljegren. I think we're going to take a little more time with him. But I wouldn't rule it out, but that's not something that we're scheduling at this point in terms of where he's at. But he's going to get a couple more practices, and we'll see where he goes. But Sandin at this stage is really close. So we're hopeful that he'll be in and be ready, and I think that'll be the case.
Did it feel like Marincin just stepped right back in where he belonged here?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know if I'd say where he belonged, because I think in a lot of ways he stood out. Like he was, in a positive way. Like he maybe didn't belong here in that sense. But yeah, it's nice to have him for sure. You'd like to think we would have a better defensive display with him back there. But the thing I liked about it is he came in and played with a lot of confidence offensively. And you're not really afforded those opportunities in the NHL game, but it just shows his confidence that he has and the ability that he has at this level. So it's good to see him having fun out there.
You have a few days off for practice before you face Belleville again this weekend. What are some of the things that you're going to be kind of really working into at practice this week?
Well, we're just going to be continuing with our process. It's not specific to Belleville in any way. I think we play a certain way and have a lot of success defensively and give up nothing, and then we get away from that against a much more talented team in Belleville, and they have some pretty elite offensive players that when you give them time and space, they make plays and all that. So we just want to make sure we get back to playing with some purpose defensively and a little more pride in that sense, and we'll be able to do that. I think it's just a funny Wednesday or Tuesday night, I should say, here in these midweek games. They always seem to be strange, and today was no different.
There were 10 defensemen at practice the other day, and now with a guy like Rasmus returning, is there a plan to sort of cycle everyone in, or some players who have been playing a lot lately are going to have to be sitting more than they're used to?
Well, we'll see how that plays out here throughout the week. We don't have to make any decisions on that here now. things happen and things change all the time. We've got to see how we got through the game today with injuries and some guys that are banged up and what have you, and how that might affect our practices in the coming days. So obviously we're not going to carry 10, or we had 11 previous to that. We're not going to carry that many guys for too long, but not everybody's healthy and ready to go at this stage. So we're not making those decisions just yet.